Good afternoon all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. This afternoon we're going for a beer from Tesco, unsurprisingly. Given they've got a new range out, who would have known? Anyway, this one is a New England IPA. It's a collaboration between Brewdog and Cloudwater, and it is this one. Imaginatively named New England IPA. Brewed by Cloudwater and Brewdog. There's not a lot more on the can that I can tell you, other than it says, New England meets old in this hopped up superpower of a beer. Our retuned juicy IPA packs more fruit than the state of Florida. As misty as New England in the fall, US hops unite for a big, all-American, juicy, fruity flavour. Tropical fruits on the nose with notes of soft, juicy peach, melon, lime and subtle caramelised pineapple on the palate. Weak notes layer for a super smooth delivery and the finish is dry and hoppy. New England IPA, juiced up and ready to roll. And it sounds nice, let's be honest. Gives you a bit of blurb about Brewdog and a little bit about Cloudwater. And what else can I tell you? Well, it weighs in at 6.8% and it's a 440ml can and it was £3 from Tesco, I know. Shocking, right? £3. All the 440 seem to be £3 in there. Anywho, that's the beer. It's lunchtime. It's hot. It's crazy hot. It's about 28 degrees out there and it's beer time. So let's crack her open and see what we get. And we're going to pour into the Cloudwater glass just to keep it legit. It seems to be an underfilled can. Anyway, I can smell it. It smells great. Let's pour. It's pouring thick. It's pouring hazy. It looks juicy. It looks great. I say underfilled can, there's a little bit left in there. That is hazy, it's juicy, it's low carbonation-ish. We've got a bit of activity on the glass. Could say what we've got, about a finger and a half of white head, kind of consistent. Not kind of marshmallowy, but that's your beer. So, as I said, I could smell it when I opened it. It smells. You smell the pineapple. You smell the lime. You smell like a sweet melon, pink cantaloupe, that kind of thing. Not getting so much of the peach, but then again, hang on. Maybe a tiny bit. Maybe the tiniest of peachy aromas. Let's see what else we've got in the bottom of the can. Have we got any? No, we've got no floaters. That's good. But here we are. So, lovely tropical aromas. Looks great. Let's have a taste. That's nice. There is not quite so much body as the pour would suggest. Light to medium. But you've got huge hop flavours throughout. I see where the oats and the wheats are coming through. They add a little smoothness, a little depth to the flavour. There is a little bit of bitterness coming through. Tiny bit of hot burn at the end. Which I didn't expect, I must admit, but then again, when was this canned? UB by the 3rd of February 2020, so if it's got, what, 6 months? Yeah, so it's about right. It's only a few weeks in the can. Dry on the finish. There we are. The New England IPA from Cloudwater and Brewdog. Now, from what I understand, this has been brewed at Brewdog as opposed to at Cloudwater. I may have read that wrong somewhere on Tinterwebs, but that's my understanding anyway. What do I think of it? Well, what do I like? I love the aromas. The aromas are incredible. They're rich, they're deep, and they are sweet and juicy. I like the bitterness. I like the hop profile a lot. There's not a lot I dislike. Is there anything I dislike? Would I change anything? Well, maybe I'd get rid of that hop burn, but then again, it's relatively fresh in the can. I've got some more in the fridge as it happens. I might just leave those to mellow for a couple of weeks and perhaps come back and do a round 2 of this particular beer and see how it changes from then. And yeah, I like the ABV. It drinks at 6.8%. It's got big hop flavours that I like. There's not a lot, like I said, I don't dislike. There's not a lot I dislike, if anything. So, I love the value. It's £3, you know. It's as good as any other beer in the supermarket. And it's just a little bit more bitter than things like Lost Cosmonauts and Love and Hate, for example. So where does it fall on the score? Would I buy it again? I would. Would I rush out and buy it again? I would. Because that little bit of hop burn is the only thing I dislike on this particular one. But like I said, I'm going to leave the others to mellow and see how they come out. So for now, I'm going to give the Brewdog versus Cloudwater New England IPA 4.25 out of 5. And I'll come back to it in a couple of weeks and see how the other cans have mellowed and see if that changes my opinion any. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, this has been the Cloudwater and Brewdog New England IPA. I've been Nick and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye.